Oh, hello, YouTube. Or I guess more precisely, hello, Onion Trolls Alliance, since you're pretty much the only guy that watches my videos. Um, I thought I would throw a video up clarifying my political stance. Just because I received comments from anti-statists, or people, or a fellow that calls himself an anti-statist. Just as far as I can tell, is anarchism, but he doesn't call himself an anarchist. Well, anyhow, I'm not an anarchist. I do believe I believe in the necessity of the state, and I believe in the necessity of the state because, as far as I can tell, it's the only organization that could protect minorities and individuals from um, the tyrannous majority of the people. Um, so that, a lot of people would vote for some pretty heinous things, and without some sort of state law, constitution, um, these things could come in, did come into play. Voting somebody out of a country or something like that. Um, so I do feel that there is a necessity for the state. Um, Now, that said, I'm not a communist, and I'm not, like I've already said, I'm not an anarchist. Um, the closest political ideology I think I can relate to would be a social democratic party, kind of like in Europe. Um, I'd probably be a moderate though. I believe some industries should be completely state controlled. Healthcare, for example. I don't understand the private healthcare system here in the States. One time I had to wait 8 hours to receive treatment for a staph infection on my foot, which kind of looked like a pimple. There's a scar there now. Um, and basically all they had to do was inject me with some antibiotics and give me a prescription of antibiotics, and it was treated. Seeing a doctor and treatment basically took 3 minutes, but it took me 8 hours to see the doctor, which was retarded. But whatever. So yeah, certain industries like healthcare, I think, should be nationalized in kind of like an NHS, like in the United Kingdom. But when it comes to stuff like consumer goods, like TVs, you know, eh, free market can do that. It's not really a necessity. Um, I happen to own a fairly large TV that's 1080p, but you know, I don't really need it. It's not a requirement for my life. So, yeah, the free market can deal with that. Of course, you need regulations on the companies that are producing said TVs. So, yeah, I believe in regulation of private industry, just to protect workers, to protect individuals from shoddy consumer goods. So my TV is not going to blow up and destroy my house. So yeah, I mean that type of thing. So yeah, basic things that people need, I think, should be pretty much either state controlled or, at the very least, if you're gonna have a private monopoly, it's got to be heavily, 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 heavily regulated. Heavily, like water. Water companies here are basically they're kind of private, but they're also kind of public. So like if they want to raise rates, they have to get permission. They have to do all these things. And as far as I can tell, it works here pretty well. And the water bill's like $26, so that's nothing for clean drinking water that I have daily. But at the same time, if it was a purely private company and they randomly decided we're going to charge, $300, that would suck. So yeah, I want it regulated. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of a social democrat, um, with a little bit of a libertarian streak. Not economically, but socially. I don't see. I mean, there's some areas where the government should be involved, and there's some areas where there's no point in the government being involved. So naturally, because of that, I would come out in favor of, in favor of gay marriage. I don't understand why anybody would oppose that. It doesn't do anything. And yeah, I, I think I somewhat clarified my positions on that. So yeah, I'm not an anarchist or anything like that. I just think we should spend our money more wisely than we are.